2014, the Lord gave us the wonderful opportunity to open a Touch of Life feeding center. And over the course of 8 years, we had around 80 kids that came to church, and we fed them. We had a Bible story, and we had all kinds of different activities for them to do afterwards. Many of those kids got saved, their parents got saved. Our church grew because of the feeding ministry. And then on February 24th, 2022, the war with Russia began, and all but 4 of the children on our books left Mukachevo. They fled to Europe, they fled to America, Canada, and our whole ministry changed.
In the process of the war, the Department of Education, with which our building belonged, told us they really needed their building back.
We rented a small room where we now feed mostly refugee kids and the 4 of the kids that had been on our books. And so we still feed them. We have a Bible lesson as well as games. We play table tennis, all kinds of crafts for the girls.
We have been working with the children at the Touch of Life Feeding Center for many years. Some of them are already in their 20s. Several of them are fighting for Ukrainian freedom in the East. And I'm very glad to know that we have taught these boys what they need to do spiritually to survive in these very difficult times.
Our church had an active veteran ministry. Oleg was the chaplain. In fact, he went with them to defend Kyiv at the beginning of the war, and his commander told him that he would be more useful taking care of refugees and getting them the things that they needed. So the men that we worked with, there's about 100 of them. He prays with them, he points them to the Lord. He gets I don't know how many calls a day. They tell them what is needed, on what front is needed evacuation, vehicles, vitamins that they need, medicine, boots, coats. At the beginning of the war, Oleg went back and forth very regularly, and then that was closed down. And so our family, our mission board, our sending church made the decision for him to stay out of Ukraine to be able to do the most good.
There are many things available here in Hungary that are extremely expensive in Ukraine. So us being here facilitates getting the aid that is needed into Ukraine as economically as possible.
Therefore, me, as the American woman, I go back and forth and take things into Ukraine. Our region of Ukraine, Zakarpattia, is what I call a refuge state, a relatively safe place in Ukraine. And so I take all of this aid, all of these vehicles, the things that are being requested from Hungary to there.
At the beginning of the war, our ministry was very local in Mukachevo. Now the Lord has opened the doors for us to minister nationally throughout all of Ukraine. We are taking food and aid through our partners into hard regions, preaching the gospel and helping to relieve their suffering. We are very grateful for the help, prayers, and financial support that our churches have given to us as a family, and to the relief fund that we have created for Ukraine. As it usually happens when a war drags out for a long time, people kind of forget because it cycles off the news stations. In the past few months, we have been getting less and less support for our humanitarian aid relief fund. And I ask that you not grow weary in praying for our ministry, as well as supporting us financially, so that we can do kingdom good in Ukraine.